Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today, we're going to review the Vario Versa. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Phoebus Leviathan on a Vario perforated silicone strap, and Gergo's wearing my Smith & Wesson Joel McHale Animal Control watch on a Vario camouflage double pass strap. Grogu asked Obi-Wan's Force Ghost about his theory that the reason that Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru didn't remember 3PO, despite him spending years on their water farm, is because they were clones that Obi-Wan had created to watch over Master Skywalker when he was a child, because the original Owen and Beru were killed by Tusken Raiders seeking revenge for Anakin's massacre. Obi-Wan said that theory is ridiculous. He couldn't afford clones. They were two Mos Eisley street performers named Hans and Wilhelmina. Let's take a look at the watch. I don't know if this is the packaging you'll get if you order this watch, but this is the packaging Vario sent this in. Because once again, this is a review watch. This isn't a brand new watch. So I don't know if it would even come in a bag like this. But it did come with a Vario cleaning cloth. So let's set this aside. And here is the watch. And this is a Versa. You can flip it. See? You want white? Wear white. You want black? Wear black. This is the first Vario on my channel. I reached out to Vario and asked for a review watch, so they eagerly agreed and sent me this Versa. This is a review watch and not a brand new watch, and I do have to return it. This watch is inspired by, but not an homage to, the JLC Reverso. The inspiration is both watches are rectangular in shape, and both watches can be flipped over, but that is really about it. Nobody would look at a Versa and confuse it for a Reverso. This Versa comes in either gunmetal or silver main dials. The one they sent me was the silver dial with black alternate. The gunmetal comes with green, red, or white for the alternate colors. The other silver comes with purple, red, green, or blue as the alternate colors. At the time of this review, this Versa is $438. The watch is 25.7 millimeters wide at the outer case, 21 millimeters at the inner case. 39 millimeters lug to lug, is 12.2 millimeters thick, which really isn't that thick. The watch does look thicker, but that's just because it's so short. Has a 20 millimeter lug width, and it tapers down to 16 millimeters at the buckle, and it weighs 57 grams on the supplied leather strap. If you look at the dial, we have a white inner dial and a silver outer dial. But if you look at the Vario website, it looks like the inner dial is silver and the outer dial is white. So I don't know if this is a prototype model and they switched it for production, or if they just switched production later on and changed it. But once again, if you look at the website, the inner dial is silver and the outer is white. Then we have the Vario name up top. No mention of water resistance. You're not going to be putting this one in the water. Please don't put this in the water. On the Vario website, it claims 50 meters water resistance, which is better than 30, of course. But once again, don't take this in the pool. It's just not pool appropriate. Then we have 3, 6, and 9 for the majors, batons for the minors, and then we do have minute markers on the inner. And if you look at the other dial, though, the minute markers are on the outer, and there is no inner. So it's a kind of a different design. And then there is no date, there is no running second hand. And then we have these blue leaf minute and hour hands. And on the other dial, they're white. Then we have 2 signed crowns, because basically this watch has 2 movements. It doesn't have one movement that controls both dials. It has 2 separate movements. And these, of course, are push-pull crowns. You're not going to have a screw down. That would have been a real pain. So be grateful they are not screwed down, and there is no ghost position, so just pull them out and then you can move the hands. Once again, they are both completely independent from each other. So basically though, you can track 2 different times if you want. And you don't have to worry about annoying minute hand jump. These are ronda movements. The crystals are both flat and sapphire. I tested them and they tested just fine. And then we have the case. We have the outer case, and it's brushed on the sides, has polished chamfered edges. And then we have the inner case. It too is brushed on the side, but has polished bezels. And of course, there is no case back because you have 2 different dials. Underneath the dials are 2 Ronda SlimTech 1062 movements. These are 1 jewel quartz movements, and they have a 6-year battery life. I think one of the reasons why the battery life is so long is there's no running second hand. And be grateful that the battery life is so long, because it looks like it's quite difficult to change the batteries. To open up the watch, I was going to open it myself just to show you, but then I looked at the instructions on doing it, and it looked kind of tedious, and I don't want to do it because I don't want to screw up the watch, especially since I don't own it. This is a review watch. But first thing you have to do is you have to remove it from the outer case with these 2 little tiny screws. As you can see, the screws are really tiny. And once you do that, then you have to take off this top bezel with these 4 little screws. And that will take this side off, and then you can change the battery here. But right in the middle, there's another case there. So you have to take 4 more screws to get the other case off to change the battery on the black side. And so you have 10 really, really tiny screws you have to deal with to change the batteries. So once again, they're good for 6 years. So I think if I was to keep this watch, which I'm not doing because this is a review watch, I would just, in 6 years, I would take it to my local watch guy and have him change it. But Vario does have instructions on their website on how to change the battery if you want to do it yourself. Then we have the strap. The strap is genuine leather. This is a Vario strap, and it does have quick release. Always love quick release. And it's a 20 millimeter. It's a nice, good quality leather. Then we do have a sign buckle. And we have 2 keepers, 1 fixed, 1 floating. It's a good feeling leather. Here is the white side on my 7.5-inch wrist. I only have 1 notch left though, so this strap is just too short. But it is a nice looking watch. Yeah, some people are complaining that it's too chunky to fit under a sleeve for a dress watch, but it's only 12.2 millimeters thick. It just looks thick. And here's the black side on my 7.5-inch wrist. So that looks nice too. I do like the white hands. And here's the watch on my other Vario strap. The Italian leather. I think that looks really nice. Once again though, only 1 notch. These straps are so short. And here it is on a Raleigh strap. And this time I have 2 notches. This isn't a Vario strap. But maybe it's just the really short lug to lug of this watch is just going to make every strap a little short. What do I like about this watch? Well, it has this fun reversible feature. I like the fact that the leather strap has quick release. And I like these blue hands on the white dial. What are my gripes and groans? No running second hands. Battery changes are going to be quite difficult, and the strap is just too short. Do I recommend this watch? Yes, this watch is a lot of fun. True, you could buy two similarly shaped watches for less money, but that just wouldn't be as fun. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Vario Versa. And if you like this watch, I do not have an affiliate link, but I will leave a link to the Vario website. I'm pretty sure that's the only place you can get it. I don't know if they have any other dealers. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.